Good afternoon, everybody. How's it going? It is 3:24 p.m. Mountain Time on Tuesday, October 5th, and I am gearing up for a big quarter four. I think that's the narrative a lot of people are seeing now with all the adoption and institutional investments coming in. But today, we're going to talk about where this market is right now, where it's headed, what to get into. Meme coins are blowing up right now. They're blowing the top off of everything, and I'm going to talk about why that's a good thing. I'm also going to look at the charts of Bitcoin dominance, Ethereum, what we usually do, and talk about ecosystems and other coins that I think are smart to get into right now. Lastly, we're going to talk about why it's possible for Bitcoin to reach $500,000. Yes, that's right. I said $500,000. I'm not crazy. I did not hit my head this morning. Yeah, wearing my Dunder Mifflin finest today. So I just thought it absolutely necessary. Sorry. But anyways, that's what we're talking about today. So please, I'm six away from hitting 300 subscribers. I would really appreciate it if you hit that subscribe button. Not even asking you to hit the alert button. You can hit it if you want, though. Please hit the like button also if you do like this video. Other than that, just remember, none of this is to be considered financial advice. Everything in this video is for informational and educational purposes only. I'm just a trader, not a financial advisor, but I do have my opinions and I do want to share those with you. Let's get into it. Okay, first off, we want to get into the meme coin category. Do I suggest buying these? No, I do not. If your risk is super high, super duper high, then go ahead and buy them. Actually, I would say that Dogecoin has actually become something somewhat serious. It was started as a joke, and now all these other ones. Shiba Inu with Vitalik Buterin. The only thing I don't like about that is that every transaction he gets money. I believe that's how it goes. So I'm not really feeding into the rich and the richer. But anyways, take a look at the 24-hour games. There's something called Kuma Inu. I don't even know if that's an actual kind of dog, but 192%. You could basically see all these meme coins are up today. Is that a good thing? Yeah, that's a good thing. That's retail. I'm not saying the people that are buying them are dumb, but it's dumb money. It's you're buying nothing really. Doge killer. Let's see. I wonder if Baby Doge is on here. There's Poly Doge, but anyways, you can see these huge gains from the 145% for Shiba Inu in the last week. It's now number 23. I mean, it's just insane. So meme coins blowing up. Retail money is entering the market again. That's what that means, plain and simple. Look at the charts. Huge candles. Haven't really charted Shiba Inu. Don't really follow it too much anymore. Dogelon Mars. I mean, it's not Dog Elon. I know that's smushed meme words together, but you could see it's breaking out. Dogecoin even showing some good gains today. I did trade it today, actually the last week. So I'm happy about it. Money's coming in the market. Retail money's coming in the market. Good stuff. That's all I wanted to share with meme coins. I don't want to get too into them. When we talk about Bitcoin now, remember, I mentioned supply shock before, and I know in Stock Market Mentor we mentioned supply shock a few times. Supply on exchanges is dropping, meaning there's less and less to buy on exchanges, from 3.5 million Bitcoin down to 2.5 million now, just under 2.5 million now. Just less and less to buy on exchanges. The supply is running out, demand is gaining. That's a recipe for success. Looking at the Bitcoin chart, we're looking at testing this 52,900, 53,000 level. Should see some resistance around 52. We haven't been above that 52. What is that? 52.5. Should probably see resistance around there to the high of September 7th. 52.9. So should see some resistance, and at that point, I'm expecting a little bit of if we break through there, I mean, we're going to all-time highs, because that's we're going back to 60,000. I don't expect it to right away. I do expect to see some selling, and at that point, I do expect to see altcoins pick back up, because right now it's been all about Bitcoin. If we look, there's a few that have stood out, right? But in general, Bitcoin up 5.3%. you got some maybe 15 in the top 100 up more than Bitcoin. Bitcoin's up 22.3% in the last 7 days. So you have about the same, Bitcoin's been running the show right now, and it's been due for that. And if we look at the Bitcoin dominance, all right, you can see Bitcoin dominance is looking really, really good. I expect it to come up to this 44, 45 area, maybe slightly lower. Yeah, 44, 45 area before it starts to stall out. So you may see like maybe a little bit further drop in altcoins, maybe a little bit further rise in Bitcoin. If Bitcoin goes to 60,000 and altcoins just kind of follow it, that should bring it right up to this area and probably stall out a little bit right there as we see some resistance in the Bitcoin dominance. So keep an eye on that. Looking again at Bitcoin, like I said, we're looking at coming at a resistance here, and we are definitely carrying over the price of Bitcoin and the price of Ethereum into the stock market. If we look at Grayscale Bitcoin Trust, GBTC, had the same thing happen. We broke out of this falling wedge and gapped up over the weekend into Monday and continued that rise up over the 200-day moving average. MicroStrategy seeing something similar, except we're just below the 50-day moving average, but are above the 200-day moving average. We look at Ethereum showing a similar pattern, maybe a little bit, tiny bit behind Bitcoin, but following it nonetheless. And if you look at the Grayscale Ethereum Trust, same idea, breaking out of this more of a bull flag and breaking out nicely. So looking good all around in the major crypto markets. The ones that have been falling a little bit, aside from some that have gone up really huge, microcaps have fallen a little bit, but you can see that we're now breaking resistance on the altcoin market cap. We're going to see a few resistance levels in a tight price area, but once we get above this 1.302 trillion, there's not much resistance. We got this 1.32 and then on to 1.4 area to get up to. That's our next resistance area. So looking past that, just wanted to cover that quickly. Everything's looking really good. Just wanted to make the point that we're coming up on resistance in Bitcoin. We may see it stall out. If we do, I think altcoins are going to see some movement, as it's been kind of frustrating seeing Bitcoin move and a lot of the altcoins that we're in not move. Luna's done well, reaching new all-time highs, pulling back a little bit now. It's definitely one of the ecosystems that I'm interested in. I'm going to talk about a couple more ecosystems that I'm interested in, but first get into one of the micro caps. We had Unmarshall show a huge rise. Followed this a little. The last huge rise was when it started being farmed for PancakeSwap token on PancakeSwap, but it's announcing the world's first decentralized NFT indexer, and we could see had quite the pop and then quite the sell-off. But kind of watching it right now. Haven't entered, but I do like it. It's only around a $10 million market cap. May add it to my micro cap, but you can see the RSI is getting into oversold territory still. I don't know what it was when it was up here at $2.15, but already sold back down to $1.45 on the news. We'll see if that falls a little more or whatnot. Not really concerned about being too perfect on that. It is a micro cap. Micro caps are ones that are the highest risk, so whatever money I decide to throw in there, it's just kind of in there, and whatever it does, it does. So only a small percent of my portfolio goes into microcaps, but I am interested in microcaps right now because they have been selling off, and I think that's the best time to buy when the market is bullish and you see a area selling off. So ecosystem that I'm interested in is Polygon. Polygon has not been keeping up with some of the more big gainers on the altcoin side. So this is one that I do see, and here's why, is because it may be massively undervalued. This is a chart of the active Polygon POS chain addresses. You can see it has gone essentially parabolic here. I wouldn't necessarily call it parabolic, but it's pretty close to it. Maybe you call it parabolic. I mean, it has doubled since the end of September. So yeah, let's go ahead with that. And the price has not really reflected that yet. Now, we have broken this short-term downtrend, and we are holding the gains right under the 50-day moving average. So I'm watching for it now to break through this 50-day moving average with volume. We also have, a lot of resistance right here, probably worthy of drawing a resistance line here because of all of that price action in that area. It may dates back even all the way to June. So breaking through that with volume is what I want to see. And, showing these active addresses, I just think more and more Polygon wallets, like more and more people are using Polygon. And that's good fundamentally. So let's see if the price reacts. And then, as you know, I like the DEXs, the decentralized exchanges, for these ecosystems. I think that they provide opportunity on lower market caps. So QuickSwap, definitely not at the same market cap as Matic, but the more that Matic or Polygon gets used, the more their decentralized exchange QuickSwap will get used. So you can see, we've had multiple failed breakouts, and now we are above this breakout downtrend line, and it's holding for the first time in forever. So we want to see a retest of that 50-day moving average and break above that with volume. I do like QuickSwap here. I was actually making buys in the 600s, so lowering my average here. It's not one of my bigger positions, but I do like it a lot. Do like the decentralized exchanges. And as you know, I definitely like Polkadot for the month of October, with parachains, launching. Don't know exactly when that will happen. In the interview with Gavin Woods, can't remember if there's an S on the end of that. He was within days. I guess days can mean a lot of things. But you could see we broke the short-term downtrend. We're above the 50-day moving average. In my opinion, that's a good buy area. You could see a more clearly defined bull flag on the 4-hour. If we add that in. So I do like Polkadot here. And of course, if I'm looking into the ecosystem of Polkadot, I'm looking into the Polkadot decentralized exchange. So you can see we're consolidating at a base here. So we're looking, in how I trade, buy right around here, down here is a sell, right here just below this resistance is a sell, and right above it is a buy. That's how I trade that. So looking for the breakout of Polkadex, which will be Polkadot's decentralized exchange. Polkadot just doesn't have the ecosystem yet. Once they start launching parachains and projects start winning the parachain auctions, they'll build their ecosystem, and that's why I'm trying to get in early on Polkadot. So into the bigger news, right? Not the bigger news, but the bigger headline, I guess. $500,000 Bitcoin. Like, is that insane or what? Well, I don't believe so. But I think it's that people might think it's insane. I think it's very, 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 very possible. In my, I guess, opinion and my belief, let's stay, realistic here, but I don't think there's any way we don't hit 100,000. But let me just go through some stuff for you. Bitcoin has already effectively replaced gold, according to billionaire investor Chamath. I can never say his name. Palihapitiya. He's the SPAC master in the stock market. Virgin Galactic. All these different SPACs that he got ticker symbols for. Anyways, he's not saying, he was in an interview. I'm not going to read through every single line of this, but he essentially said he's created the narrative Bitcoin has replaced gold. We've been saying like, oh, Bitcoin is currency. Then we're saying Bitcoin is a store of value, more like gold. Then we're saying Bitcoin will replace gold as a store of value. Now, this is the narrative. Bitcoin has replaced gold. I think that's a big thing to look into. Bitcoin has replaced gold. So why is that important, right? Well, let's look at the top assets by market cap. Gold is number one by a lot, $11.182 trillion market cap, followed by large companies. Apple, 2.332 trillion, Microsoft, 2.169, Saudi Aramco, 1.97, Google, 1.8, Amazon, 1.6, silver, 1.27, and then you got Bitcoin, 977 billion. Bitcoin is the 8th largest asset by market cap. So looking to pass silver shortly. Just passed Bitcoin, by the way, after their little outage yesterday. So Bitcoin looking to pass silver next. We go back to all-time highs. That'll be what? A 20% gain. So we'll be coming up on it. We get back at all-time highs. I don't know if it'll exactly pass. I haven't done the math in my head or on paper yet, but should be pretty close to passing silver if we get back to all-time high. Then we shoot sights on Amazon Alphabet. But if Bitcoin has already replaced gold, it's only a matter of time, right? If the narrative is accepted that gold sells, so people can buy Bitcoin, right? And then what? Bitcoin reaches an $11 trillion market cap, right? Which essentially multiplies it by 12, 600,000, 500,000. If we multiply it by 5, very, very possible if the narrative is accepted, and it does work out that way, that Bitcoin has replaced gold. How long will it take? I don't know. Could be 50 years, could be 10 years, could be 5 years. I don't know. Could happen this year. I mean, we've seen some pretty wild parabolic runs in Bitcoin, but that's the narrative, and investing is about narratives. Let's be honest. Investing is about narratives, and right now, all the news and everything, and all the institutional investing and adoption of Bitcoin, the narrative is Bitcoin is going to go up. I mean, I think the narrative is that Bitcoin to 100,000, right? That's what everybody's shooting for. That was initially the point of Laser Eyes, is to hold till 100,000 and not sell. For me, it's just more like, hey, I'm into crypto. I'm into Bitcoin. I'm into crypto. So that's my flag. But anyways, moving on. Pretty interesting. I thought that the narrative is changing to Bitcoin has replaced gold. Gold has an $11 trillion market cap, and Bitcoin is under $1 trillion still. It has been above $1 trillion, but if we are truly to replace gold, Bitcoin should reach and pass. I mean, gold may come down, to 5 trillion. Who knows? I don't think it will. Gold will always be used for things. But, if it's replaced gold, it should eventually replace its market cap. That's just kind of the first thought that comes to mind. Anyways, moving on to more things that are big. I mean, Bank of America, they were on this list. They were 18? Ethereum's 18, and they were just past Samsung. Ethereum was just 19. Bank of America, 23. So Ethereum as an asset has a bigger market cap than Bank of America and Walmart and Alibaba. Anyways, Bank of America, number 23 on the list, offers bullish outlook for DeFi and NFTs. And I've been saying DeFi since mid-September is looking better, more interest, more money flowing into DeFi. We saw China get banned on Bitcoin, and everybody put their money into DeFi, probably using VPNs so they couldn't know who and what was buying. And that's the power of crypto, I guess, right? Now, Bank of America, they wrote this 160 or 150 page report on Bitcoin and crypto and whatnot. So they kind of get it, but they don't get it because 160 pages that's too much. It's much simpler than that, believe it or not. But that's good. They're starting to get it. I get it. to the point that I care to get it to. You know what I mean? So anything more, I think I'd be going towards blockchain programming, which I realized a long time ago that I really just want to trade and invest in cryptocurrency because I get it, and I do, kind of think it's cool and think it's worth something. Now, that being said, DeFi and NFTs, right? DeFi, Matic, sorry, wrong chart. DeFi, Polygon, Matic, big, definitely see that doing well. I mean, it should. The price is just not reflecting the usage. Anyways, Heritage Auctions, big auction site, big auction company. They've listed a CryptoPunk on here. I saw this on Twitter right as I was making this video. I'm like, I got to share this. Like, these CryptoPunks, you've seen them go for like, I don't know how many, I think over 1 million, maybe even much more than 1 million. But, these pixelated JPEGs linked to NFTs being the first kind of things, 99% of NFTs may go to zero and 1% may be life-changing value to them. So right now the current bid is $5,250 for this NFT of this Larva Labs CryptoPunk. So I thought that was pretty cool to share, especially tying into Bank of America, their bullish outlook for DeFi and NFTs. So what have I done? Yeah, I've been buying low market cap stuff. I've been buying high market cap stuff for DeFi. I don't get into NFTs. I've never really understood art. NFTs only make sense to me in the form of video games. So if anybody wants to share anything towards NFTs, I know like people have been buying, like a month or two ago, they were buying these Bored Apes and selling them at like a 5,000% gain in a matter of a week. So definitely worth it. It's just not up my alley. I get how it works. I just don't understand how to value them because I've never understood how to value art. I'm not an English guy. I'm a math guy. Scored in the lower half of English and reading comprehension, scored in the top 2 percentile in mathematics. So that's where I'm at. I like charts. I like numbers. As far as art goes, I can appreciate it. I don't know how to value it. So if you're interested in that, like, all the more to you. I bet you're making a lot of money in NFTs. But they make sense in video games because there's a tangible use for them. And there's an in-game value for them. So anyways, I'm starting to ramble a little bit. I'm going to end the video here. Just to recap, meme coins blowing up, bringing money from retail into the market. I think it trickles down. Bitcoin kind of leading the way, having its day again. Bitcoin dominance is going back up to that 44 to 45% area, I think. And then that will be when, hopefully the altcoins pick back up again. Because I don't think altcoins are done by a long shot. Not by a long shot. There's much more than just being an alternative currency to Bitcoin that altcoins have nowadays. And DeFi and NFTs are proving that. The DEXs for these ecosystems are things that I'm interested in, as well as other ecosystem projects. Obviously, Solana I hold. Avalanche I don't hold, but I think will be one of the better ones as well. Phantom I hold, and they have an event on the 25th in Dubai. And I just think like there's so much more to crypto now, and I'm rambling again, but that's where I'm at, is getting into these layer 1 ecosystems that are an alternative to Ethereum, the bridges like Polygon, and then even Cosmos, really like Cosmos, and then looking into their ecosystem, finding coins and projects that I think I like in those ecosystems, and then taking a small chance on some of these micro caps that could do 10,000% and have. You've seen Luna at what, 35 cents, and now it hit $47-48. So it is possible. You just don't want to place all your risk in the riskiest stuff. My largest holding barely now is Bitcoin, so I have all that I care to have into there. So anyways, before I ramble anymore, I'm going to end the video. So thank you for watching. Please need 6 more to 300 subscribers. Please hit that subscribe button. Please hit the like button. I appreciate all that greatly. Other than that, have a great day. Bye.